Hello there, it's my birthday today and I'm going to be giving you a Starcraft 2 trick or tip. It's going to be to do with creep tumors. Yes, we're going to explore them. Ooh. Now Blizzard seem to have fixed something that I used to manipulate before, but if you put creep tumors on the outside of your cliff top you get good vision, and the creep also spreads. It didn't used to spread before, so that's nice to see. Now usually what I'll do is at the start of the game or whenever possible with my queen is put a creep tumor at the top. This is just explaining my motives. If I'm especially worried about the enemy going air, so I can see further away from my base, so you can see up to here instead of normally just being able to see about this far. So yeah, creep tumors, spread them along the outside of the cliff top, and that way it doesn't take too long either. They take 15 seconds. Really it's actually more like 30 seconds of game time or 24 seconds of real time, because they take 15 seconds to build, and then once they're built they've got 15-second cooldown before you can use them again. So you can get at least 2 every minute basically. So what I'm doing here is I'm going to be showing you little tricks and tips. Oh god. Oh dear god. So, spread some creep. Stop spreading creep. Now you see, because of that creep tumor down there, that creep is mostly going to stay. If I spread creep here, and then stop spreading creep, that creep will disappear very shortly. Apart from the creep that's over here that actually spreads over, so that was a bad example. Basically, creep tumors, they can spread about this far, like a huge circle radius. You can see how far it can spread. So if I spread a bit of creep there, it can still hit even this far. So it's sometimes worth doing it if you can ever be asked. If I spread creep here, because I've got no creep tumor nearby, as soon as I stop that, that will die out. You'll see. You'll see this time. Okay, there it is. It's going, it's going, it's going, it's going, it's gone. There we go. So one trick you really want to exploit with creep tumors, and this is serious with actual high-level games and such, is putting creep tumors on top of your cliff tops. Now, not only does this severely help you against sort of like tank pushes or anything like that, you know, where Terrans might put the tanks on top here, or they're going to be hanging around with air units. You get an invisible unit here that grants you a lot of visibility and spreads creep. Personally, creep scares me. Gives me the heebie-jeebies. But I've got to just deal with it being a Zerg player. So what you can do is you can move the creep tumor right to the edge. Now what it won't do is it won't spread creep over here. Now I'll show you this. This might take a bit longer than I want to, but if you can be asked to watch it, then you'll get something from this, trust me. So here you can see no creep is spreading, but if I just spread a tiny bit of creep, that'll be enough. I can stop him now. Instead of that creep disappearing and retracting away, it actually stays there because of this creep tumor reinforcing it. And now that there's creep there, you can move the creep tumor over to the island. This gives you visibility of the island, and also if you're against a Protoss or Terran player, you can deny them this expansion because the creep is there and they can't build on creep. So that's that little trick there. And the next, this is basically the same thing. What you can do is you can bring a queen out, or if you have creep tumors coming along the highway, that's fine. Put it here, stop the creep. He's happy, both happy. Let's do it here as well. So slow off creep, look at that. So the same goes for like the high ground or like areas past water. You can't spread creep by itself, although it does manage to do it by itself over a normal cliff top that's facing over ground. But over water, or if it's going above ground, like to another cliff top, the creep from the creep tumor won't spread unless you spread a creep with the overlord. Creep, 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 creep. You get the idea here. So see, that creep is going to stay there because this creep tumor is going to reinforce it, and then you can always build another one up there. So you've got an invisible scout at the top here. Oh, one second. Right, okay. Yeah, great for interruptions. Right, anyway, we can see that the creep tumor is now at the top here. You can also spread it again wherever you like, and you get visibility all around this whole area. If I take away the overlords, you can see just how far I can see. So it's an invisible scout, basically. So it's great for that purpose. You can see I'm spreading creep like mad over here. And I can't build that creep tumor on top of here. But if I put an overlord here, stop that, build there, do that, move them away, Same goes again. So this is also a nice trick to have, because if you have no units, nothing by the Selnaga tower, especially the enemy Selnaga tower, so say they're over here or on the left hand side, then you get the idea actually, rather the right hand side. The Creep Tumor itself can still see quite a large range. Look, this is what you're getting. There's no other units nearby. Take these away so you definitely can't see. No other units nearby. No other units nearby, there we go. And this Creep Tumor can see all of that. Fantastic, eh? Isn't that fantastic? So there we go. The creep spreads like mad as well, so you can carry on spreading it, so it gives you great visibility, especially over Selnaga towers, areas like that. You can also use it on your cliff tops, which I highly advise this bit. Personally, I like to spread it here first, and then all around the map, although most players will like to put it straight towards the expansion, which is fine. Whichever, if you can get away with doing it at the top here, then it's always worth it. But most of the time it's best to put it to your expansion first, so you have that super speedway. So obviously you get the visibility, you can see air units in super advance before they even hit your base, so that's great. And they can't do a damn thing about it unless they can detect the invisibility. So these Creep Tumors will stay here unless they get killed by invisible detecting units, basically. And that's about it. I think I covered this. I did it a very rough way, but I hope you get the idea of what I was trying to say. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe, rate and comment. This has been Woody. Bye.